Okay, so you know that CMX2 is our awesome panel for Photoshop that can extract color palettes from any image. And of course, you've probably been like, oh, sure, absolutely. I go to Google Images and I search for images and I find a bunch of cool stuff with cool palettes and I extract them and it's great. But I want to remind you, you can literally use any image, literally any image. How can I prove that to you? Check this out. Let's look here. What are these crazy images over here? You know what these are? A little while ago, I walked around my house and my kids thought I was crazy and they said, what are you doing? I was using my phone and I was photographing on the phone random color palette things. In fact, these three right here, this red thing, this kind of cyan blue thing, and this purple green thing, I came up to my kid's room and I was like, hey, you got any cool color palettes? And he was playing a video game and I went, cool. So I went and I just took some pictures with my phone of his screen, right? This is a blanket in my other kid's room. Obviously some kind of cool Rubik's Cube thing, another curtain thing hanging on a wall, some of the stuff we use to walk the dogs, one of the guitars in the house. I just found things I thought, this would be cool colors. Even this freaking mosquito repellent off had some cool colors in it. You can literally do anything. And when you bring these in, you can increase the saturation of them if you want. You don't have to. But my only tip is if you're going to take phone snaps to find color palettes is make sure it's pretty well lit. You don't want all that noise and you don't want the contrast to be low. You want the colors to be, something clear. By the way, wonderful to do outdoors. I just didn't today because here in my backyard, I pretty much just have a brown fence and trees. And that's pretty, but didn't want all of that. You can do this anywhere. Take pictures randomly. Take pictures that you already have on your phone from vacations or outings or whatever, and bring them into Photoshop, grab CMX2, and see what happens. Let's show you what I mean. So we have this edited shot here of Gretel. Let's go ahead and find some colors, right? How about this insanity? This is a chunk of a video game. Slightest idea what's going on. It doesn't matter. I like the colors. Let's use CMX2. And extract. Let's see what we get. All right, we definitely have a palette that evokes whatever nonsense is happening in that image. Okay, cool. We put that away. Let's look. Oh, wrong image. Let's look at our image and see what happens. So I don't know. I'm going to smooth it out a little bit because I didn't like this band right here. Let me apply it. Boom. Okay, increase the opacity a bit. That's kind of fun. Feel like it has a Matrix vibe to it, maybe. Maybe I'm making that up. I don't know. But as you can see, I took this video game thing, whatever it was. I just saw colors. That's all that matters. And I applied it here. That's kind of cool. What about the other video game one? This one's probably pretty clear what it's going to do with the reds, but it's pretty interesting. It's got a lot of red in there. We come in here, go back to our image, apply it, and now we have a red vibe, which we can tone down. We can apply to just the shadows and turn it back up if we want. We like the red, even though that one was pretty obvious. It's not the most, quote, creative color palette, but it's still something. What about this purple and green thing? Let's extract that. All right, so we got some interesting colors. Let's expand the range. There's those greens. There's those greens. This is a situation where banding is a thing, right? Look at that purple one right here causing that band. We can smooth it out. We kind of lose some of the diverse tonality, so we're just going to tap the purple and get rid of it. And now we have sort of a... I guess I don't love it. Get rid of the green. You know what? Let's just work with it smoothed out. Here we go. Go back to our image, apply. Hey, not bad. Not bad. I don't mind that. That's kind of interesting. And you can experiment with the smoothness after it's applied. Oh, it got a little bit bandy there. Let's turn off the purple. That helps. Very similar to the other green one, but still kind of cool. I can also turn off the greens and go the purple direction, right? Who knows? Or just keep one of the greens. That's kind of interesting. Blend that a little bit. I can try color. That's a little wild. I think soft light, especially at 72%. Whatever. Looks kind of cool. Don't mind it. What about the mosquito spray, right? Come on, let's try that one. Let's extract that one. Pretty obvious what we'll get. Yeah. All kinds of browns, all kinds of oranges. This green band, probably don't like it. But you know what? Let's leave it for the moment. Let's go back to our image and apply. Not bad. I don't mind the green in there. Tone down the opacity a bit. And it's strange because, if no one ever saw your source image, it just looks like you did a cool creative grade. You saw a deep green and some oranges and some very light oranges and white, and you thought it looked cool. And you thought, that's kind of a neat palette. Well, then you extract that and you put it on your image, and now you've started a vibe, whether you like it exactly like it is or you want to add some other color layers as well. You've started a vibe. Now, don't forget, something like this. you can also use a selection, right? So let's go to the marquee tool. We used to call it a capture box 30 years ago. Let's say we just capture this area and then scan it. Let's see what we get. Ooh, that's sort of fun, kind of crazy. Come back over here, apply it. Different feel. I don't like the orange. Just turn that off. There you go. So we have green, muted green to like a muted purple lavender thing, and then it gets lighter to like an orange highlight. Very, very cool. Just creating a different vibe that maybe I didn't expect. A lot of times it's not like I want my image to be the colors of the image that I extracted from, but I want to use it because it's inspiring and it may come together on your image. Here's an interesting shot of, again, a blanket. Let's scan that one. Clearly green and gray, no big deal. Apply it, we have green and gray. But as you can see, it completely reflects the idea. Turn it up a little bit so we can see. Completely reflects. There's the extracted palette. There's the image. If you like that feel, you've applied it to your image. So yes, we can do that with any image we find online. We can do that with any image that's that we screenshot. We can absolutely do. We can take a screenshot of a movie still if we really want. But don't forget, you can walk around, take pictures on your phone, extract them, apply them, and don't forget you can also save them as presets. That's always an option. You can always save a preset and be done with it. You can call it Deep Woods Off, and all your other associates will be like, what does that mean? Who cares? It's about color exploration, which is really the most exciting part about CMX2, is that you can find new and creative ways to explore color, to get inspired, to get excited, and to also just create a huge pile of gradients. You can just find a bunch of images and stockpile gradients and then use them later if you want. It doesn't matter. It's about what excites you and what makes color exploration fun. Instead of something that you see as a chore or something that's difficult, color exploration does not have to be boring. It does not have to be overly challenging. It can be an exciting, experimental aspect of your edit, and you can do it with your cell phone and random objects.